Hey y'all, Faith Kelly and Caswyn Moon here, and today we're going to tell you the secret to getting gigs as a DIY unsigned musician. And well, I guess like in like proper YouTube thing, I'd say like, oh, stick around to see the big secret, but there's really no big secret. The big secret is go to open mic.
It's a secret?
It kind of felt like a secret to me. You know what I mean? Like when you invited me out to open mic.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I went to the open mics and
you met all these people.
I met all of these people and all of these friends.
Made a bunch of albums.
Made a bunch of albums, toured the country. And the cool thing about an open mic is in this particular video, what we like to do is document our travels and journeys. We do most of our stuff up here in the Catskills in New York locally, but then when we're not doing that, we're touring. So this video, we're focusing on 2 open mics this week. And then tomorrow, of course, is the Callicoon Country Fair, which is going to be a very fun video. It always is. It's that time of year again.
It's going to be hot tomorrow.
It's going to be hot, guys. It's going to be hot. If you're going to come out to Callicoon, hang out with us tomorrow, drink some water.
Bring cold beer.
Yeah, just bring cold beer. But yeah, so this time we're going to be focusing on...
We're bringing the cooler tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're getting some ice cold waters too.
Make sure Dr. Nick stays hydrated.
All of them. All the musicians need you got to stay hydrated out there. It's been hot. It's been a hot summer. But this video, we're going to just talk a little bit about why you should go to open mic, and we're focusing on 2 open mics. The first one we're going to pop in and check out is Kathy Gary's open mic at the Arts Nest. We went there on Tuesday.
Fun time.
That was a lot of fun, and Kathy Gary is an awesome musician who also has a radio show out here in the Catskills, and she hosts an open mic on Tuesday. And I wouldn't have met Kathy if I didn't go to open mic. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the weekly Thursday night. It's always a late one, so you have to forgive me. Open mic at the Dale in Mountaindale, which is where we were at last night. And I didn't get as much footage as I should on both of these open mics because I was too in the moment. But so stick around, so we'll show you a little about those.
All solid players last night, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard and Ron and Aaron.
And Dara's been coming through and rapping. I didn't get any of that. I'm so upset I was too into it. I forgot to record.
Dude, she's the hard close, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, one of the things is with open mic.
She's like my guest MC now.
Yeah.
She closed it down.
She does close it down. Here's the thing is, I'm trying to convince you to come to one of our open mics out here in the Catskills, but if you don't live in the Catskills, what we're trying to do is maybe convince you to check out one of your local open mics.
Even if you're in Texas or something.
Dude, there's open mics literally everywhere. You can go on to...
Bisbee.
Oh.
You can go see Shanti down at Elmo's.
I think Alex Wilkerson is taking over that open mic.
What? Yeah,
but still, there's an open mic. There's several open mics in Bisbee as well. I know there's the bi-weekly one at the Royale.
Next thing you know, you end up getting a gig there.
Well, because what happens is a lot of these open mics are kind of like an audition to play the venue. And there's a lot of times if we're on the road and we don't have a show, we'll
How
find
many times has somebody come in and Sarah's been like, wow, who is that?
And they get a gig in like the next month. So you go in there, you play your songs, and a lot of times even on the road, if we have a day off, we'll go to an open mic and then they offer us a gig next time we're in town, and you make friends and other musicians will show up, and you might even get yourself a band. So it's kind of like an audition. But one of the big things about open mic, especially for like newer artists, basically the reason we had this idea to do this video is that a while ago on my Instagram, which if you want to follow me over there, it's Faith Kelly Art. I'm always on there. That's where we post all of our events and everything. And I live stream every one of my shows over there. So someone had commented, do you have any advice for a beginner musician trying to get gigs? And the biggest thing I can always think of is open mic. Just find a local open mic, go out there and play your songs. And the other thing is, you might be a really good musician. I bet you are. But the thing is, you could be a really good musician, but maybe you have a little stage fright.
And work it out.
Maybe you need to show up to an open mic and work it out a few times, get your chops up, so that, open mic is a really nice place to kind of Guys, it is fly season and they're driving me nuts. Get out of here.
We're down the we're down at the river earlier, and there's a lot of bamboo growing. And for some weird reason, flies love to hang out in the bamboo, and then they end up in here.
Oh, because we leave the windows open so it doesn't get too hot.
Door,
But open mic is a cool way to go out, and it's...
Open these side doors.
I've never been to an open mic that isn't like...
My van door sounds like the Trojan horse in Monty Python.
It's true.
Every time I open the door, I think of that scene in Monty Python. And was it the Holy Grail? Yeah.
Yeah. But you get to go... Ooh, one went out. You get to go and just kind of discover yourself if you're a new musician. They're typically very supportive.
I want to get one of those electro zappers. Electric tennis rackets, you know, the like tennis rackets.
Oh man, just whack them out of here. Man, come on, guys. The flags are like, yo, tell me about open mic.
I feel like I'm down south.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm out in Kansas right now.
I remember when we were out in Kansas.
Aaron goes, the only way to get rid of them is to just go down that road real fast and they'll all fly out. So we opened all the windows up. It was you and me and Aaron flying down that.
Trying to get all the flies out, yeah.
They go sucking out the freaking car. That was crazy. I was like, that was insane because like once a year out in Kansas for some weird reason they call it fly season.
Clown Dog's probably in Kansas right now.
For like, I don't know, not
fly
even a week.
Season, yeah.
Yeah, it's like just a few days.
Jason's like, yeah, it's fly season.
I mean, it's crazy, man. I never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Until I went to the river.
How did you, what are your thoughts on open mic, Caswyn Moon? For like, as someone who's been hosting open mic for 8 years?
What are my thoughts on them? Well, if it wasn't for a Colony open mic, I wouldn't have met Wade and RJ. I wouldn't have met Brewster and Molly. I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met Richard Travis. Maybe I would have, but in a different way. But it was because I wandered into Colony open mic one night. And I mean, I was a musician, but I'd never been to an open mic, like, you know, for years. I think the last open mic I went to was like in 98. And I wandered into Colony up in Woodstock one night. And I was like, you know what? This is a pretty healing kind of vibe. It's kind of nice to go out and play again. And so it was Colony where I started really getting out and playing again. And then now we're doing our, this thing.
Well, and you had been inviting me out for months.
Well, and then Wade and RJ, they gave me an opportunity to host one. I'd never hosted anything.
Yeah.
That's why I told myself I'll ghost it, but I don't know about hosting it. That's where that came from.
Yeah.
Wade and RJ days. But the boys gave me a job, and it was kind of cool, man. I met pretty much everybody at Rafters Tavern.
I met you at Rafters.
I met Richard.
They had that open mic that was like legendary.
All at the same, but they happen like that too. You wander into one and it might be that one night.
Yeah.
It's like that night I wandered into Colony. Many good open mics after that, but there was never one quite like that night. And then the day I wandered into Rafters, and that was the same exact day I met all of them. Richard, Jillian, Callie, the whole lot were there that day. And I remember Richard was being interviewed by I don't know if it was like the Sullivan County Democrat or something like that, or maybe the River Reporter. They were doing an interview, and he was being interviewed, and I'm like, who's that guy? And then he became
your new best friend.
Yeah, he became like, I met Richard, and Richard's the one dude that I would, I can give him $1,000 bill and say, hey man, hold on to this, and not see him for 4 years and come back and he'll have it.
Yeah.
And so like that's what I got out of open mics, was I got an awesome community of friends. And then Sarah gave me an opportunity to host there because she was losing her old open mic host, and I just happened to wander in the same, and it was Masha that told me about the Dale. So, and I met Masha at Cabernet Frank's when she came into an open mic that I was hosting there. And we became friends, and she's like, oh man, you gotta see this place, the Dale. So if it wasn't for Masha, I probably would have never even gone up to the Dale.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't forget that either, man. The only reason that I know Sarah and that I know everybody in Mountaindale is because Masha told me, hey man, you gotta check this place out called the Dale. And I happened to wander in the day Sarah was losing her guy, and that was around the time that Wade and RJ wanted to have a blues band on a Thursday. And that's when I was hosting at Cab Frank's, and Wednesdays just weren't working out. So, and then Sarah just was like, and it's been that ever since, man. I met Julian and Greg and Simon and Eamon and everybody, Dara and John across the street, and Brett and Sarah, and Mike over at the Church of Green Man. Like, I wouldn't have known any of these people if it wasn't for going out to an open mic. And so it's more than just going out and playing your little Steve Miller song. You're going out and you might meet some people you're gonna know for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you might
cool.
You might go out to open mic and fall in love.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Michaela's hosting one now over on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we got to get out to that one.
Over at Tango. Kathy Geary's has one on Tuesdays over at the Art House.
Art Nest. Which we're going to show you some of that here in a minute. You know what's funny?
We host ours at Dale every Thursday and every first Monday at the Catskill Brewery. And I know Scott Palermo's got an open mic out there at Palermo Pizza. He doesn't have any affiliation with the pizza place. Just so happens.
I got questions, though.
So happens that they share the same name, Scott Palermo.
Okay, Scott. We'll see about that.
Hosting an open mic at Palermo Pizza. It's just and I hear a rumor of maybe something going down there at the Woodstock Way too, but.
Well, I know Mitzi and Dave since
up.
Rafters have went. They're doing every other one at Hector's on Sundays, and then I think every other Sunday at Woodstock Way.
So I mean, there's tons of opportunities if you just want to go out and play music.
Or try something you never done. Like maybe you wrote a song and you're afraid to play it in front of people. The first open mic I ever went to alone, I think I told you the story. I was house sitting in Connecticut for my aunt, and I was all alone up there, and I had my little ukulele, and I had just wrote a few ukulele songs. And before I get into the story, look, I was like 20, so I rolled up to this open mic. There's this website called like openmics.org or some shit, and I just looked up an open mic in the area. I drove out to this open mic, and there was like a ton of old people, and I was scared. I was like, and I was like, am I really afraid of like?
She was nervous.
These old people, and I thought if I could play for them, I could play for anyone. So I went in there, played my songs, and I made friends with these people. And age was. That's when I learned age is a really silly thing to kind of be spooked about.
And the nice thing is, man, you might have a project, you might have a song in your head you're working on, and you might meet yourself in Eamon LeBeau.
Yeah, or Greg Castro.
Or Greg Castro, And, how many songs have Jillian and Richard collaborated on throughout the years? Yeah.
Or like Shane and Julian.
Yeah, so there's a lot more to it than just like, open mic, No, man, it's kind of actually really cool. And then, the Hanging Pictures, was that what they were called, came out?
Yeah, I want to see them again.
Yeah, man,
I gotta hit
see
them up
those boys again. But like,
and then get this cat, dude.
It's a good way to. It's like Faith Kelly was saying. You get. I still have really bad stage fright to this day. I've just never been real comfortable. But you don't have to really have any stage fright at an open mic because it's just an open mic. It's a place to go, and like Elizabeth Rose, when she hosted the Rafters open mic, used to call it a workshop environment.
Yeah.
And like they would go and work on songs. You get Kathy Geary, she brought up that idea the other night when we were there. She said what she would like to do is start like a
practice in songwriting.
Yeah, like a songwriting
come up with a theme and have everyone come up with something about it.
So if you go out to Kathy Geary's open mic on Tuesday, bring a theme with you and get ready to do some songwriting.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of reasons to go to open mic. We just really think you should find a local open mic and go to it. Even if you're an artist, you know what I mean? Like
it's fun. If it's not too far away, you're sitting at home on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you're not at work and you're not doing something constructive, then chances are you're sitting at home on your ass.
Sure, Scooter's coming in.
Feeling all mad about
there
something.
There is.
You probably got something on your mind. I don't know, some silly politician or some stupid thing going on. You're home getting worked up about it.
Yeah.
So you're going to send some rage.
Well, I'm not going to lie. On Tuesday...
Some rage comments out. If you're just doing that anyway, come out to an open mic and play some music,
Yeah. I like Tuesday. An example, I lost a lot on Tuesday. My BFF Clown Daddy is moving across the country.
She's probably in Kansas right now.
Yeah, and she's following her life and doing her path and doing some cool things. But I was very, very sad about it. And so that's where we, went and made the video, our last video down by the river. And then I looked at my phone and Ozzy died. And it was just like, so my best friend moved across the country an hour ago, and now Ozzy died, who's a huge, giant influence. And I was emotionally really bummed. And it wasn't like, I was just sad. And instead of like, oh my God, this cat is great. Instead of sitting at home and being bummed, I was like, you know what? I don't really want to sing, but if I go out to Kathy's open mic tonight and I do sing, it will be good for me. Because here's another thing about singing, as someone who likes working out and physical things. When you're singing, you're oxygenizing your brain. You know how like when you work out and you're focusing on your breathing? Singing is so good for your brain health because you're actually, it's like those inhales, you're bringing it open to your brain. You're consciously thinking about your next chord or the next word or how the melody goes.
And Myrna was there.
Oh yeah, Myrna was there. It was a wild night.
It was a wild night.
Yeah, y'all. You know what's funny? Just before we move on to from the open mic topic, you had brought up Masha.
Yeah.
And I met Masha before I met you that day at Rafters because he had been inviting me out to open mic for a while, and it took me some time before I actually showed up, and I ended up going to the Rafters open mic. Oh, okay, sorry. I was like, never mind. I went to the Rafters open mic because I had been there before. I'd taken photos for the Calicoon Porch Fest in 2019. So I knew Kathy and Callie Seastrand, and I met Greg before years even before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to this open mic at Rafters, and I sat down, and I was all nervous. You know, it was like that 2021 vibe. 2021 had
Masha
a vibe.
was the first of the crew that you met.
No, technically it was Rosie. Because I went down and I sat in the back and, leave that piece of the story out. But I sat down, and I'll tell you later. But, and you know what I'm talking about. That's not a YouTube comment. But I sat down and there was a dog and a woman and a man sitting right beside me on the log. And it was Rosie, who's in the amazing music video. You can watch it on the Faith Kelly YouTube.
She stars
looks
in that
up at
video.
me and just like, and I'm like, can I pet your dog? And they're like, oh, Devin, oh, yeah, of course. So I pet the dog, and I met Masha, and I met Rosie, Devin, and Masha, and I think I had mentioned, like, you guys know this Caswyn Moon? She's like, yeah. And it was like, so then I met them, and then I went over to Joanne from Poison Love, they're going to be in tomorrow's video for Country Fair.
I love Dan and Joanne.
I love them too. They live in the Catskills.
He's an amazingly creative guy, even outside of music.
We should do a video and tour their stuff.
That man is capable of like superhuman things when it comes to engineering projects and inventions.
He's got that Bisbee mind.
Yeah, man.
These projects are very Bisbee.
He's got Arizona mind.
So, I went over to Joanne because I'd known her for a while, and I was like, "Do you know this Caswyn Moon?" And she goes, "Oh yes, there he is, right over there. You're gonna love him." And I was like, and the rest is history. Now we have a YouTube channel together. So yeah, go out to an open mic. You might end up starting a YouTube channel
and get a cat.
And it could really save your life. Like we have the open mic Save Lives shirts on the Printify, which I think I might print some.
No joke, it did mine, man.
It did. Same for me.
I didn't even know. A lot of people know about the town of Woodstock. I've been up here my entire life around here, and never once did I ever wander into this town.
That's crazy. I've been going to Woodstock for years
except
before.
For that night, and it was so cool.
But I'd never been to Colony.
That's when I met Neil and George, and Jim from Kansas, and Galaxius.
Man. So, with all that, guys, that's a nice 20-minute ramble about why you should go to an open mic. If you're in the Catskills, come out to one of our open mics. If you're somewhere else, if you're like, hey, do you know any open mics in this town? I will comment back an open mic for you to go check out. I'm very good at Googling and searching up venues and finding places to go play.
Yeah, there's an open mic in Beacon, too, at the Town Crier.
Oh, yeah, that's Thursdays, because that's tough. And then Eamon's open mic every Sunday at the Creek Bar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you smell something weird?
This plasticky kind of smell.
Yeah. Basically, guys, we're just trying to convince you to go out to an open mic. You might make some friends. You might find what you didn't know you were looking for.
And Elise said to me last night, and this is another amazing musician. Check her out. She's incredible. She's like, okay, well, Ozzy's gone, David Bowie's gone, Brian Wilson's. All these people are gone. Like, who's gonna pick it up?
It's time for us to step up.
Well, yeah, sure. There's a lot of good rock bands out there, and they got a lot of financing behind them and stuff like that, and so they got a nice big presence,
Mm-hmm.
But man, then you go somewhere like Mountaindale, and you're like, this
rocks.
This is where the torch was.
I mean,
passed.
man, even last night we had like
Ozzy's in Mountaindale.
Ozzy's in Mountaindale. Greg Castro told me.
Yep.
But it was cool last night. What I'll probably just do here is I'm just going to roll through the footage of some of the Arts Nest performances and some of the open mics we have a million videos of open mic at the Dale, so it's easy to find one. But last night was really special because we were still kind of mourning Ozzy, and Eamon showed up, and we basically just did like a kind of a weird acoustic.
Did I ever tell you that Electric Funeral was the first song I ever learned how to play on guitar?
No.
Yep. The first song I learned how to play all the way through was Electric Funeral.
Huh.
Yep. A lot of people, it's like Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple or something like that.
I think mine was...
I still don't play it right. It's been all these years, and I still always miss that one note.
What's the one? If heaven and hell by Death Cab decide that they both are satisfied. That was the first song.
Oh, the Jillian song.
Yeah, that was the
I
first.
call it the Jillian song.
It's
I'll follow you.
Yeah, I'll follow you in the dark by
yeah.
Death Cab. For Cutie. That was probably the first song I learned whole way, and it's like I haven't stopped playing those chords
I
since.
saw them live a bunch of years ago.
What?
That was a good show. Yeah. That was one of the best concerts I think I remember seeing live.
So, guys, here's just a little bit of what happened this week with the open mics, and we'll drop back in here and we'll wrap up the video. Yeah, man, it was a wild week, and we'll tell you a little bit more about it in a minute. Here's a little bit about open mic, and we hope that you go check one out in your own area.
And those words made so many proud of their country. What would Emma say, pen in hand today? Would she be inspired to such beautiful words? Would the lamp be lifted at the golden door? Or would the door be shut to the tempest tossed?
Crazy about you, without you. For you I'm strong, I can't live without you. Goucher, my goucher, don't stay too long. I need a little, and I'm knocking on wood. Honey, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. It's so hard to be good. Didn't find it until I lost it. I didn't know that you'd be gone. I didn't know what I had. Didn't know what I had. Didn't know what I had till it was gone.
speed of sound, how it's spinning round and round, 2,000 times. What's it for? Quarter mile, maybe more. 343, they intersect, vibrations hungry, disconnect, deafened by the ocean shine, 1/4 mile at a time.
So like I said, I accidentally didn't record too much from last night's open mic at the Dale. We have a ton of open mic videos from the Dale, so go check them out. And also, if you're watching, hit subscribe.
Dude, Ron
helps a lot.
Rodkin did a version of 9 Inches from the Sun last night. It was just him and his acoustic guitar.
Dude, it was awesome.
It was real. It was like, I don't know if I'm using the word right, but you get what I mean. It was like very lo-fi Ron.
It was lo-fi Ron. Dude, I love him. I love everyone in our scene. It makes me so happy. As years go on, what makes me really happy and like proud of my friends in our scene is that it's like they're still pressing on, they're still showing up, they're playing these shows, they're growing, they're putting stuff out.
You got Good for Mondays.
Yeah, they just put out a whole bunch of new music.
Whole bunch of new music.
But it was really, it was soul charging, doing the Black Sabbath jam with Eamon and Sarah.
Yeah,
last
that
night.
was
And,
sounded really good. And Gabe came out.
Gabe came through. Yeah, that was what
Gabe,
he was
you're
the
new
wild card of the
drummer.
night. Yeah,
Gabe's the new drummer. He's a backup drummer for American Sabbath.
yeah. Yeah, man. It was
If Simon's booked or he's got a gardening gig, Gabe's gonna be the hitman.
just with a little hand drum.
Yep.
So yeah, y'all, let us know in the comments your open mic experiences, or if you know of any good open mics, or if you want to know of an open mic, we got you. So tomorrow is Callicoon Country Fair. It's going to be nuts. We'll probably get you a video out on Sunday all about it. You can go catch up on previous Callicoon Country Fair
You can
videos.
take a dance class at Sahiba's and then go to open mic right afterwards.
And get a freaking... Yeah, there's a lot you can do in Mountaindale.
Yeah, because her class ends right when open mic starts.
Yeah. I need to do that more often.
They just cut you. My ADD was popping today.
It's all good. It's all good. This is very revealing of Caswyn Moon and I when we're driving around. It's like one of us could be so focused on something and the other one's ADD just like goes like, check this out.
Faith Kelly's kicks in when she's trying to find something.
It's so true.
She's
I'm so bad at finding things. It took me forever to find you.
It's like a squirrel looking for its winter nuts. It doesn't even matter. It could be like right in front of her. Like today, what were we looking for? Grape jelly? Or no, it was something. It was like literally eye level, right there. She's looking around for it. I was waiting.
Maybe it's my height.
I was just waiting. I was like, she'll see it.
Okay, so yeah, we got Callicoon Country Fair tomorrow. Big thing. Come on out if you're around. And then, of course, we have open mic at the Dale next Thursday. Next Friday, I think we're off, which is, we'll see how long that lasts. And then August 2nd, we're doing Faith and Christmas in August. So it's going to be at Butternut Grove campsite. So
I am not doing Faith and Christmas.
But we're playing a set afterwards. We're doing a couple
are we?
wonders, yeah.
I thought I was just going to be your sound guy.
Nope, we're playing a set. So it can't be all Christmas, it's still August. But it will be a lot of fun, and if you want Faith and Christmas, I am booking into December for that now, and then otherwise we're booking into February for the future. So speaking of that, and then August 3rd, we got Arrowhead Ranch, the exposition of local arts and music for the Sullivan Federation County for the Homeless. I think I finally got it. But we have a really cool roster of local musicians who are going to come out. It's going to be music all day. It's going to go from probably around 11 to 6. A late 11, we'll probably do sound check at 11:30, you and I. And then there's a bunch of musicians. I'm going to get out all the information this week, like the lineup and the time slots and everything. It is a food drive, so if you're in the Catskills, bring out
hygiene products drive.
Food and hygiene products, and bringing out Chakula from the Hunger Bus is going to be there. It's going to be an awesome time. We're going to have 2 stages rolling, and it's going to all work out. We forgot to ask Devin about PA yesterday. It's okay. We'll get a PA in time.
What if we made a flyer? You know the band Kansas?
Yeah.
Well, they I guess they came from not far from Beloit. And I was talking to one of the old timers last time we were out in Beloit, and he's like, you know that band Kansas? You know how they made their big debut is they made flyers that said free beer. And they were having a show, a concert show, and so they made all these flyers that said, Kansas live, free beer. Like thousands of people showed up, and there was no free beer. But yeah, put them on the map. Where did that come from?
We should advertise that there's free beer, and then there's not free beer. I'm not lying. I'm not doing false advertising. I don't want to get sued.
We can have some beer, just not everybody might not get a beer.
Oh, like we'll have 12 pack.
Yeah, there's
and the first 12 people who get there get one thing of beer. Yeah,
I mean get 18 pack even.
That's a party, 18 people.
But everybody gets at least one free beer, and then when it's out, it's out. So
you should have got here earlier.
Yeah. Or you can bring your own too.
That's true. Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Oh, we ran out of supplies. So that's happening. It's going to be awesome. And then August...
I would pick Miller Lite.
10th.
I think.
I think it's Miller Lite. August 10th is a Sunday.
It's my new favorite beer.
I do like Miller Lite. August 10th is a Sunday, and that is the Bagel Fest open mic that we will be running. We will be running that stage out in Monticello, and there's an online sign-up sheet. So if you look at the Bagel Fest and you want to come play, you can sign up day of. But if you want to, Ian did a freaking awesome job putting the website together. Just go fill out the sign-up sheet. It's awesome. It makes us know what to expect.
Did Ian put that together?
I believe so. Yeah.
He's a graphic designer,
Yeah, he I think he works very closely with the festival and that area of development. So, and then after that, we have a little weekend up to Massachusetts. We have a mini tour. I'm really excited about it. We're playing 2 new venues. One is in Salem, Massachusetts. I'm super stoked to go to Salem again, especially with you.
Spooky.
Maybe we'll get into some witch shit.
I want to see if the Lobster Shanty's still there.
Ooh.
This is cool.
And then we're playing a new one called Four Phantoms Brewing. And of course we're going to Sienna Farm Brewing. I gotta text those kids the
White Birch Band.
I gotta text their parents and see if the band is available.
Oh man, bring an extra washboard.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. And if you're out here and you're in the East Coast, September's pretty open for us. So we're leaving that one open with a little bit of wiggle room because in October we are going to be announcing a tour, and we booked our first Utah show today, so we're just gonna drop that.
Going to Utah.
Guess we're going to Utah. We gotta figure out this van thing quick. But that's all right. We'll figure it out.
Guess what? One way or the other, we're
going to Utah. Yeah, some way, somehow, we're going to Utah, and not just Utah, but Minot and Bisbee, and New London, and
the only time we ever
Florida
cancel a show
Texas.
is if the power goes out in Mountaindale. And if Sarah messages us and says,
a power out show can be a lot of fun.
It happens like once a year. The old foundation.
We had
a great power outage show there.
Well, the bartender had put all those. This is a few years ago now. Put all those tea lights out in a circle.
Yeah.
It looked like we were gonna have like a sacrifice, but really it was just us playing music. I never got so lit. That night was nuts, dude.
I enjoyed not being plugged in.
Yeah, I love playing my synthesizer, but it was
Sometimes I like playing.
It was so cool, and
no microphone, no amp, no nothing.
Just playing a guitar. So yeah, y'all, there's a lot of fun stuff coming up. If you like this kind of video where we just kind of talked about one subject about music.
I miss Gordon Lightfoot.
Ooh.
Sundown. Anyway.
If you like this kind of video and you want us to cover a different kind of topic or aspect about touring DIY life, let us know. We had fun talking about open mics with y'all and why we think you should go to one. So with that, we are going to go get ready for Callicoon Country Fair tomorrow, and we hope to see you out there. We love y'all. Stay hydrated, party hard, and get home safe.